environmental program first led by Maurice Strong. Maurice Strong said he had two aims. United Nations this is. One is to de-industrialize Western civilization. Take us back to the caves. The second goal that Maurice Strong had, the second goal he had was to implement world socialism right around the world. He has said this. He's a Canadian billionaire. Let's go back. 1945, don't worry about him. 1945, the United Nations was formed with direct help from the Rockefeller family and the banksters in Europe. Documented. Other global organisations pushing this scam. The Bilderbergers, the Trilateral Commission, the Council for Foreign Relations, and the Club of Rome. This is not the first day of this tax. Go back further to 1913. In the 30 years between 1880 and 1913, the Rockefellers again, and the Rothschilds, and the Warburgs, and some other European families, banking families, formed the Federal Reserve Bank, which we thought was a government organisation. It is not. It is a private bank owned by Europeans, and it controls our money supply. And what are they pushing now? Carbon dioxide trading. Julia Gillard's scam tax is here for 2 years to lay the path for a carbon dioxide trading scheme. That's new currency. Now let's go back further. This is what I want to get to. 1880. Rockefeller again did not like the education system in the States because it was turning out people who could think. Rockefeller, John Taylor Gatto has documented this, funded the corruption of American education. When you think about this, the best researcher this world has seen on the development of humans shows that the critical period for the formation of both character and intellect is 0 to 6. And then the rest of the patterns come in pretty much by puberty. Where do we spend those years?
School.
At school. And we are learning what the government propaganda is pushing us on carbon tax. But more importantly, we are learning the teacher out front knows it all. The authority figure you don't challenge. The teacher is responsible for my learning, not me.
That's right.
Now I mean this from the bottom of my heart, we are all powerful people. We are worthy. We are not the guilty, disgraceful rapists of this planet.
No.
We are powerful. We just need to get back in touch with our power. Let's go beyond the 1880s. And by the way, the formation of the Federal Reserve Bank, the campaign from 1880 to 1913 is almost identical with the campaign from 1972 to July 1st, 2012. We'll go back further to 1694, the formation of the Bank of England. Thank you. The Bank of England, another privately owned organisation, just like most of the banks in Europe, central banks in Europe. How many here knew that the Federal Reserve Bank, which controls money effectively, just prints it out of thin air? Thank you very much. How many thought it was a public organisation, a government organisation? It is not.
That's right.
It is controlled by the Rothschilds,
Yes.
It's controlled by the Rockefellers, the JP Morgans, and a lot of you people know this.
And don't forget Goldman Sachs.
This is
Goldman Sachs.
not just national deceit,
International deceit.
this is global deceit.
Yes, that's right.
When we look at the history of the Bilderbergers, the Rothschild, the Trilateral Commission, we know that there are some murderous intent in there.
Jews.
We know that there is some naive intent in there. When you look at Europe,
Look at Europe.
we can see that there is a hell of a lot of stupidity in there.
Every war's been fought.
This tax, this is the first day, but it's 40 years old. It goes back to 72, and it has an ancestry of 316 years.
Yes.
Now I'd like you to come back here to us. Visualize an infant taking its first steps. It struggles. We all went through that struggle.
Yes.
We're all walking. You never doubted it. We never questioned it. We developed an intellect that's been restricted in our outlook by our education, our history systems that have taught us nothing about the banksters.
That's right.
We are now vulnerable, weak, and subservient to authority. Bullshit.
Yeah, bullshit.
We have seen through the climate scam. We know it's a con, we know it's a fraud. So the first thing is, let's acknowledge ourselves for working that out.
Yes.
Acknowledge the fact that we have seen through billions, and I mean billions of dollars of corrupt science portray as fact. We have been through the propaganda. We have seen through it. We are worthy of our freedom. So the second thing is to acknowledge who we really are. We are free, capable, and strong.
Yes.
Yes.
We're Australians.
That's right.
AXA,
Tax. Ditch
go
the
beyond.
bitch.
Beat deceit.
Ditch the bitch.
Go beyond.
Ditch the
Free and worthy. 2007, Rudd's Con.
Yeah, Rudd's gone.
2010, Gillard's Lie.
Yeah.
2013, free and worthy. Until then, or until the election, please learn, do whatever you can to learn and share the facts, because understanding is the key.
That's right.
Hold politicians accountable.
Yeah.
Ask Greg Hunt why he is pursuing carbon dioxide cutting.
Right.
Smash the
Consider,
wall.
now listen to this one, consider standing for election yourself.
Yeah.
I've dealt with a lot of people in Parliament, and believe me, many of them are entered for the right reasons. But since then, the system has changed their behaviours, many of them, so that they're beholden to party power brokers. We have got a handful of people on both sides of politics trying to run the show, and they are stuffing it up. This is not a democracy.
That's right.
Stand up and go for election yourself. Fourth thing, share understanding and support each other.
Yes.
It's not an exaggeration to say our country is now facing the greatest threat
That's right.
since the Second World
That's
War.
right.
And John McRae will tell you more in a minute. Democracy is not free.
That's right.
It has a price.
Smash it, United Nations.
It needs us. It needs us to be involved, to stand up for it.
Yes.
We are free and worthy. Let me hear you all say it. We are free and worthy. We are free and worthy. Keep it going. Well, now,